squat I'm doing right now just to be in this frame. My thighs are going to be so big. Hi, it's Kuma. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. This week we will be doing another market prep video because I have some exciting news. I will be selling some wares at Nellita's Craft in Little Tokyo, where I have vended before, from these dates, Sunday, May 18th to Sunday, June 29th. And this is all to celebrate the anniversary of Nellita's Craft, and Rosalyn, the owner, has graciously invited me as well as many other artists to sell there as a celebration. So I hope that you do stop by. I know times have been very tough on these small businesses, just with the rising tariffs and the cost of everything. So supporting your local businesses and shopping small is a way you can give back and support and help keep these businesses afloat. So if you are able to stop by, that would be amazing. And you might even find your new favorite artist. If it's not me, I understand, you know. It's whatever. I'm really cool about it. Although I won't be there in the flesh, my blood, sweat, and tears are there for you to browse. Isn't that a good sales pitch? Anyway, this week will be a very casual video and just a random compilation of me working on many different crafting projects. We got latchhook, we got punchneedle, we got me confused. So if that's your cup of tea, I hope that you do stick around. Thank you so much for even clicking on this video, and let's just get started. As always, we have thrifted our items today. So I found this rug canvas at Goodwill for $2.99, and this was like months ago before I even knew what to use this for. I just knew that I wanted to use this at some point. So today is the day and I'm so excited. Let's start making our designs of what we want to put on this huge canvas. If you watched my last latch hook video, you already know the drill. I drew my design in Illustrator and then trace it onto a piece of paper because I don't have a printer. From there, I slide it under my rug canvas and then I could trace the design onto my rug canvas. So it is just a lot of tracing your image on different materials, but that's just my process. I trimmed my rug canvas just so that it was a little bit more manageable to work with. After what felt like cutting a million strands of yarn, we can now begin the latch hooking process, where we use our latch hook to slide it in the hole that we want it to go in, wrap a piece of yarn around your latch hook, and then pull it through, creating knots. Everyone says to start from the left to the right, so that's what I'm trying to do, but I never end up finishing things that way. I don't know why. I just like to go all over the place, but it does get more confusing. So start from the bottom and go from left to right, because that's what the experts say. We will repeat the same process over and over and over and over again until we finish our piece. Finish my projects? I don't do that. So let's move on to the next one. Let's make a tomato because I love tomatoes. And the process starts all over again with the tracing and the latch hooking. I don't know why I thought that latch hooking would be less strenuous than punch needle. I think in some ways it does hurt my wrist a little bit less, but it does take a lot more time to finish these projects than punch needle takes. I think that adding more variety in my fiber arts just gives my table a little bit more visual interest and gives people the opportunity to shop for different things. So I'm glad that I opted for latch hook, but I don't think I would ever do a market of just latch hook products just because of the time it takes to make. After all of that, I made a lemon, a mini pear, some corn, cherries, looked at cherry blossoms, made an orange, and then had to stop to give my cousin's dog some privacy. I wanted to show you my latch hook projects, so I thought we would start off with the big boy and everyone's favorite, the pear. I love this guy, and it feels so soft. I love it. And then because I love the pear so much, I've made a smaller version, the mini pear. This one's just a square. The rest are gonna be squares, but they're so cute. I'm obsessed with the colors. I made a tomato. Everyone loves tomatoes. I think it looks like a video game tomato, which I like. And then we've got this lemon, and I think it's really cute also. Then we have the corn. I really like this corn. I don't know what compelled me to make it. I think I just had some leftover yellow from the lemon and thought that would be really fun. And I made a lot of fruit, so I wanted to make some veggies as well. Then I made this cherry, which is also very cute, using the same yellow as the corn and the lemon. And I brought in this very bright pink. I think it's really fun. And this is a little bit larger than the others. Here's a size comparison. I made this orange. So now we have to finish up all the backings for these guys. That'll take a while, and that's why I've been putting it off till the end, because I did all the fun stuff first and then said future me will have to do all the not fun stuff. So now future me is present me, and now I'm sad about it. But that's okay, we will push through because I think that it will be worth it in the end. These are so cute, so come along with me to figure that out and do a better job at binding and finishing than my last project, since these are actually going to be sold and I want them to look nice. So I will actually take the time to learn how to properly finish this. Okay, let's go. I'm showing you the one good side that I did, but look how nice that looks. Isn't that nice? Yeah, the rest won't look like that. Finished the binding for this small lemon piece, and I am thinking of how I want this to be hung, because like I said, I want them to all be tiny, tiny wall hangings. And I am a girl with the dowel and access to my dad's handsaw, so there's only one thing to do here. I want to trim this so that it hangs like this, so I will do that. Let's go use the handsaw. We have made tiny stick. I learned that this stitch is actually called a whip stitch, so we are whip stitching the dowel to the tapestry, and I probably should have done this in a different order. You'll see later on that I end up changing the process a bit, but this is the way that I learned my current process. Honestly, I could have stopped there, but I decided to add a felt backing just to make it look a little bit nicer, and I whip stitched that to the entire tapestry as well. We are back hours later. I just went on a little fun thrift adventure with Lori. praying to the gods, please. It was really fun. I also finished my first piece, and I think that it looks really nice with the felt. I think it really elevates it. I tried my best, you know, it's not perfect. I don't expect it to be. It's a handmade item, but I think it is nice that I sewed on everything, and I think it looks a lot more professional that way. And then you don't have to see the rug backing at all. As I get better at it, it'll go faster. We'll see, I don't know. But yeah, the lemon's done. Let's keep on going. After doing this process a lot more times, I think I got a little bit smarter and stitched everything in one go instead of doing each individual part. For our big pear boy, I decided to do a little loop for the backing so that you can hang it without having to have a dowel, because it just didn't really make sense. A trick that I used was to take a piece of masking tape and put it alongside the edge of your work so that you could use it as a guide for your whip stitch. I think that it did help, so I would recommend doing the same. I am not exaggerating when I tell you that this process took a very long time. I watched so many random video essays, and I'm so thankful to the YouTubers who make hour-long essays on the most random things. Like, I was on some rabbit hole about archaeological iceberg finds and Google Earth icebergs, and it was a wild ride. But I really did learn a lot. I feel my brain has expanded, my world has expanded. Anyway, we are almost done backing all of these. I have one more to do. I just need to get it done. This has taken way longer than I expected. I think it looks great with the felt. I love the finished look it gives. It looks very professional and well done, and it's very sturdy. But oh my goodness, the amount of time it takes is insane. I did get a little bit faster as I went on, but still it was very time consuming, so I'm glad that's getting done. I feel like at the beginning of every video I have my makeup on, I have a nice outfit on, but by the end it's just like haggard, you know? That's okay. We're getting things done, and that's the goal for today. So let's keep going. After all that latch hooking, I was just really craving something different, so I switched over to punchneedle where I made these large flower coasters. Because my table is mostly themed after produce, after the konbini themed market that I did, I threw in some flowers just for some differentiation. But I used a lot of the same colors that I used in my latch hook products, just so that there was some color cohesion going on my table. I feel like it wouldn't be a Studio Kuma market without a fish piece, so yeah, there's gonna be fish. I had a lot of fun colors left over, so I went to my carefully curated yarn closet. It's basically just a shoe storage system that I use as a yarn holder, and I just got to work while watching some of my favorite videos. All the fish I make end up looking pretty wonky, but that's okay. You know, they deserve homes too. Just because they're a little weird doesn't mean they don't deserve love and a caring home. So I hope that they do find a good home to go to. I really felt like making a daruma. If you don't know what a daruma is, it's like a traditional Japanese good luck charm. It's really cool because you paint in the eyes yourself once you like achieve a goal or a wish that you have. I had all the colors that I would need to make one, so I thought it'd be cute to make like daruma coasters. Just always drawing on Illustrator because it's what's easiest for me. I like that it's vector. I like that I could resize it however I want. Still don't have my printer. Will I ever get my printer? I think it's really cute. Hello, it's me. Don't want to alarm you after that very relaxing montage, but we got things to do. Here I am measuring a piece of linen fabric that I found in the garage. Because I only have half of a 6-foot table for this mini market, I didn't really have a cloth that would work as a tablecloth, so I just had to make my own. So I just roughly measured 3 feet and yeah, hoped for the best. Of course, I gave myself a lot of wiggle room because I knew that I don't know how to sew straight. I don't even know how to sew. So for this tablecloth, I am just going to hand stitch everything and hope for the best. I wanted a tablecloth because I just wanted it to look professional. I wanted it to look nice and inviting, and I needed something to hang my sign onto. I'm really happy with the results. Like I said, I don't know how to sew. I did have my cutting mat that had straight edges, so I used those lines to make the stitches as straight as possible. It's not perfect, but I didn't expect it to be. I'm not a machine, but I think that it looks pretty good for what I was trying to do, and hopefully it works out okay. I'm going to end this video here, but thank you so much to everyone who watched this far. This was a lot of content packed in one video, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It just helps me grow my channel just a little bit more, so thank you so much. Once again, my items will be on sale at Nellita's Craft from now until Sunday, June 29th. Check it out if you are in the area. There are so many amazing, talented artists who are selling alongside me, and a lot of them are people that I've purchased from in the past and have vended alongside with, so I feel so honored to be able to share a space with them. I will probably be there at some point doing some shopping. I shouldn't because my wallet is feeling empty these days, but I am just a girl who loves a little treat. I don't really have any plans for the next video yet, but I'm sure it is coming. Don't worry, don't go too far. So until then, stay healthy, be crafty, and maybe go outside because I don't do that much. So let me know what it's like out there. Okay, bye. Nice.